Hi, I'm Sharon Bueno with Trenches Technology Magazine. We're at the 2009 International No-Dig Show in Toronto. This morning we're visiting at the Ditch Witch booth. Yesterday they unveiled their latest directional drilling product. It's the Ditch Witch on-grade drilling system for gravity sewer bores. And this morning Floyd Gonzalez with Ditch Witch is going to explain a little bit about the new product. So why don't you go ahead and give us a rundown of how this works.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll be happy to tell you a little bit about how it functions. Basically, we're trying to help drillers get to where they can do gravity sewer installations with horizontal directional drilling. The premise of our system is that we drill down. Gravity sewer installations are typically kind of manhole to manhole installations or pit to pit. The driller will drill down to his starting pit. Once he gets there, we'll establish a laser plane, one that can be dialed in on grade, and we'll set the laser plane up at the grade that we desire to drill. And then the thought is that as long as the driller remains on grade, the total distance between the laser plane and the drill head ought to remain constant as he goes throughout the bore. And so to check to know how that's going, we have a device called a grade pole, and mounted to it is our new 8500 TK tracker system. And as part of the system, the 8500 TK tracker will measure the distance between itself and the drill head. And then the grade pole apparatus can be adjusted to get a laser plane hit, and it measures the distance from the laser plane down to the tracker.
Okay.
And then it will radio that distance to the tracker, and then the tracker will add up those two to come up with a total distance, laser plane to drill head, and radio that back to the operator. And how it functions is once we come just out of the start pit, we'll take an initial reading, and so the operator will use that as his target number as he drills. And so from there on, he just has to compare every combined depth reading with his target reading that he had at the start to know whether he's above or below his grade line, and he will adjust the pitch that he drills at accordingly as he goes along.
Okay. When you were putting this together, what were you finding were the most challenging issues facing drillers who were trying to do on-grade sewer installations?
Yeah, there's a couple things. You can't drill just strictly on pitch alone. That the pitch readings from the beacon are good, but typically if you try to drill just on pitch alone, over a period of time you'll get off because the drill head typically falls a little bit in the hole beyond what the pitch says. So you typically wind up a little bit deep. So the other way that people have done it is to go through and have to come in ahead of time with a surveyor and survey known points throughout and then check at those spots each time to know whether you're actually staying on. And so we wanted a way where we could get by without having to do that pre-survey and let the driller check at any point he wanted to, and not just those surveyed in hubs that he had.
Okay. What are some of the key features on this particular item?
Again, the heart and soul of it is the new 8500 TK tracker.
Okay.
It's much more accurate in terms of depth than what we've had before. Also very easy to locate, and also allows us to do an offset locate. We can locate the drill head and get an accurate depth reading from the side of the bore path as well. And then again, it is in radio communication with the grade pole itself.
I understand it's not quite in production yet, but what have you been hearing? When is it going to be ready, and what have you been hearing at the show about it?
Yeah, it is not in production yet. It's still, we're going through the testing phase. We anticipate being in production by late July of this year. And at the show, we've had some good interest. People that have been trying some of this work understand the concept pretty readily and appreciate what this allows them to do and to be able to get away from those pre-surveys and having to stick with the hubs all the time and being able to check depth at any point seems to be interesting to people who have been trying this work.
Okay, they had some questions about it. How can they, since it's not quite ready yet, how could they find out some information?
Yeah, at this point, if someone wanted some more information, if they would just contact the Ditch Witch factory, perhaps the best contact person there will be Larry Kinchy. You can ask for Larry Kinchy or ask for myself, and we can get you some more information on that.
Okay, well, thanks very much.
Thank you.